Hey everyone, it's Penberthy here and welcome back to another video. In this one I want to talk about how to grow your business during this whole COVID-19 coronavirus situation. Now notice, I didn't say grow your business from or with. I'm talking about while this is going on, how can you continue to grow your business? Let's get into it. So I just come into the office because there's some videos that I have to shoot, but obviously I can't be around my team. So Pete came here yesterday. Look at this, sent me some nice little notes telling me how to do the stuff that he usually does. Thank you, Pete. Button. All right, and then turn it off. Right, first video. I'm gonna be so productive without Pete here. It's gonna be great. What does this thing do? How do I know if this thing's recording? Firstly, if you're new to my channel and you enjoy videos about ads and funnels and conversions, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly putting new videos here teaching you everything we're doing behind the scenes of our 7-figure company, and I think you'll find it super helpful. But in today's video, as the title indicated, look, we're going to be talking about how we can continue to not only maintain, but actually grow our companies during this time. Look, I don't want to spend, a few minutes talking about what is going on in the world right now, because right? You're probably seeing the posts on social media, you're watching the news, about this whole pandemic that is going on. And I wanted to bring, I guess, a glimmer of hope in this video for those of you watching this, that you have a business or you've been wanting to start a business, and perhaps this has, you've put a bit of a wall up, right? You're concerned, you're fearful, you're panicking. Look, for some people in some industries, it is a very real, you cannot do anything during this time kind of feel going on, right? There are certain businesses that purely cannot operate, right? For those of you that fall into that category, I really mean this. My heart goes out to you. It's a horrible time. I want to do a quick shout out for a good friend of mine. His name's Anik Singhal, if any of you know him. He's put together a small business relief fund where we and myself and my team have participated in raising this money so that small business owners who are struggling to pay their bills or pay their staff, whatever the situation may be, we can actually give a little bit of income to them. So it's, Anik is heading up and doing an amazing thing there. Perhaps I'll link to the page below if you fall under that category and you need some urgent help. So I understand there is that category, but there is also a large portion of businesses, entrepreneurs, business owners, marketers that actually fall under the category of your business can still operate, you just haven't realized how you can pivot and how you can transition. There's needed to be a little bit of pivoting for me and my company, but for the most part, it's actually friends of mine, colleagues of mine, and it's also been clients of ours that have needed to pivot. And we've been helping them and coaching them through that process. So what I want to do in this video here today is share with you some ways and some examples and ideas of how you can pivot, right? Pivot! To give you one overriding thing here to get you excited. One is that me and my company, we've made a few changes, but we're still doing incredibly well. We're still doing about $250,000 a month over here at our company. Another one of our students literally had an increase in revenue and their sales last month. In fact, they hit a record-breaking 6-figure month for them, which is super exciting. I'm going to share their example here in a minute. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into some examples of how you can pivot and make sure that you're actually continuing to not only maintain your business but grow during this time.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So first, let me just talk about that word pivot, right? Because we can kind of throw that around and you can kind of say, what do you even mean? What I mean is you've got to look at the current climate of your industry, the landscape of your client base or potential client base, and you've got to look at that and go, look, I'm not going to try and plow through like a bulldozer and say, right, this is looking a bit messy right here. I'm not really sure how we're going to reach our customers. Let's just stick with our current course of action. Let's stick with our current marketing and business plan, and let's just go, right? Because you're going to end up making a mess. So what I mean by pivot is you're foreseeing, okay, this is what things are looking like. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments. Let's pivot slightly and make some changes. Okay, and like I said, I've got some examples of how you can go ahead and do that. So, one of the ones that's most obvious but worth talking about is offline events, the seminar business, the training world. I have a ton of great friends who this is their main model, is offline events, and obviously during this time we literally cannot run events. So what have they been doing, right? They've been taking, and for some of them I've been helping them with this, they've been taking what would have been an offline event and we've been helping them pivot and bring it online. And you can do it at 3 levels. For most of my buddies in the event business, they have 3 levels of events. You usually have what's called a preview. It's like a 2-hour presentation where someone could come and hear about what you've got going on and see if they're interested, right? Then you've also got the thing that you sell at the preview, which is usually maybe like a 2 or 3 day course, workshop. So we've got those, and then you can often send people to a higher level coaching with you if that's what they'd like, and usually that's delivered through live events as well. And I've been showing them how they can actually take all 3 of those levels and bring them online by using webinars and softwares like Zoom to just deliver the content. Now again, you have to pivot even more so, because you can't just bring your offline events online and do a solid 3-day conference on Zoom. It's not going to work. No one's going to sit in their chair for an 8-9 hour day. So again, you have to pivot, again, so you have to do maybe 1 2-hour sessions. And so it's all about getting creative with how you're doing it. But the big thing is offline events. Look, don't just pause. This is the thing I'm trying to, keep you from. You don't want to in this time go, all right, fine, I can't run events, so I'm just gonna kind of sit and chill and watch Netflix, and then, I'll just burn through some reserves, and then once this all blows over, we'll do our events again. No, use this time to double down and find a new alternative, find a different direction that you can go in, right? So that's online events. I heard about, and this was through a guy called Frank Kern, I heard about one of the clients of his that has a furniture store. Right? Now, for someone who has a furniture store, you'd be thinking, crikey, they cannot get customers and clients, right? Surely they can't. Like they have to be able to come into the store, have a look at the furniture and take it away. Well, guess what? That business owner didn't just say, I'm going to do nothing during this time. We'll just close our doors. We'll furlough our staff and we'll just kick back up again when everything blows over. They haven't done that. What they've done is they've still been going to their warehouse and they've been going online. Look, there's a theme here. Everything's now coming online, right? And they're doing FaceTime tours of the furniture. So if someone is interested in an item of furniture, then they can actually request a FaceTime video to show that furniture, show all the different things that they want to see. And then if they want it, they can buy it online and they will deliver it to that person. Okay, and that business owner is doing fantastically well, and that's a business that potentially may have even gone out of business had they not pivoted and tried something online. Look, some of the things that you try online might not work, all right, but you've got to try some stuff. That's how you got into business in the first place, is you tried some stuff, likely it didn't work, and then you learned from that and you tried something else. So we're just in a time now where you just need to try again, okay? Another example, one of my clients, they teach people how to ride horses. Some of their courses are just for leisure. Other courses, they teach people how to ride professionally and go ahead and compete. What are they supposed to do during this period where no one's allowed out of their house and no one's riding horses? They have pivoted and they've brought their training online and they've been actually pivoting their message and the thing that they're teaching. They created a course during this time to support their clients who want to learn how to ride horses and this and the other, and teaching them how they can, during this time, practice certain things off of the horse, but also how they can maintain the skills that they have learned. They're teaching strategies and tactics to maintain the stuff they've learned, ready to shoot out the gate when we're allowed to leave our homes and get back on the horse. They just had a record month. This was the client that I was telling you about, that when they first joined my coaching, their goal was to just hit a 6-figure month. Well, they hit that a couple of months ago. Last month, during this pandemic, was their record-breaking month. Did 129,000 in a month. They teach people how to ride horses during a time where people literally cannot ride horses. Okay, online workouts. We've got a ton of clients of ours and friends of ours in the fitness space. Look, this is an obvious one, right? We're bringing our offline classes, we're bringing them online. We're doing them over Zoom. Look, for some of you, you just have to get used to being uncomfortable, right? Like, you can either be uncomfortable or you can let your business die. Like, you've got to make a choice. But for some of you, it's going to be choosing to be uncomfortable, but you're going to keep your business going, right? Like, some of you might not want to be on Zoom doing a workout. That's the thing that might make you feel uncomfortable, but people are still doing it. I see clients of mine that are still doing their group workshops. They've got 50 people on a friggin' Zoom screen doing the same workout at the exact same time. I'm like, go for it. Like, you have to be pivoting like this. Couple more examples. Food delivery, right? Food delivery has already been a big thing, but there's a restaurant that I love going to here where I live on the high street. They've obviously had to close down. It's really sad. I've got lots of friends there at that restaurant, actually. So it's a sad time. But that restaurant chain decided, they didn't do deliveries beforehand. They had no intention of offering a delivery service, but the restaurant is for this period, not operational. So they decided, well, look, let's very quickly pull together a delivery service. So they got some branding done. They got some packets. They gave some of their staff, not all of them sadly, but some of their staff, the opportunity to come back into the kitchen and do some deliveries. So at least those people are not going without a job for that period. And they're offering a delivery service, something that they hadn't offered before. It's pivoting. All right. One final, not really example, but one final just tip for you during this time as you're thinking, okay, the cogs are starting to turn. How can I implement this for my business? Just think about price points. I missed my finger there completely. I tried to touch my finger and it didn't work. Think about price points, okay? Price points and what you're offering, the packages. You may need to just alter those slightly, Like, for example, one of our coaching programs that we are focused on right now, we were literally, last week, I was going to say next week, last week, we were due to put the price up because we know we're underselling ourselves. We want to put that up, but we decided let's keep the price where it is. So we've made it, and we've just kept the price where it was. This just doesn't feel like the right time to boost that up, so we haven't. So it's things like that, and you might even be in a more specific situation where you literally cannot sell your thing at that same price. Perhaps you're in a market where people are now freaking out about the finances and this and that. They're just not spending, what they used to spend. So perhaps you do need to alter prices. You need to alter the packages that you offer, right? Like, hopefully this video is just giving you a bit of inspiration. You need in your business right now to not just use this time and sit back and think, right, I'm just gonna wait till this all blows over. No, be proactive, get creative. Right? We as entrepreneurs and business owners, look, that's what we're all about, right? Being creative. So think through different ways that you can pivot and adjust to have your business. Look, it might not thrive during this time, but at least it'll be somewhere where it may not have been if you just did nothing. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Listen, if you found this video helpful, which I hope that you did, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. It means a great deal to me. It's the only way that I know you're actually enjoying these videos and getting value from them. So go ahead and do that right now. If you haven't already, check out the link in the description box. If you'd like to learn more from me and how you can get coaching from me, then there's a great free training that I've left in the description box and the top comment that also leads to a chance for you to book a call and speak to my team if that's something that you would find beneficial. And that being said, have a great rest of your day and I will see you in a future video. Boom.